Ciao ragazzi e benvenuti a questo video nuovo. Oggi credo che posso parlare italiano. No, shut up mate. So I thought I'd make a little video to hold myself accountable with my Italian learning. So I've been learning Italian now for about a year, or studying it for about a year. Well, I'm having a lot of doubts recently. I'm having a lot of doubts about whether or not I'm going to be able to make something of it or continue with it. So I thought I would just come outside, go on a walk in beautiful Canada. So, where to start? Well, I started learning Italian probably about a year ago, although I've been only taking it seriously for the last, let's say, 7 or 8 months. But back end of 2023 I went to Venice, and it's incredible. For anyone that's been to Venice, you'll know. And then in May last year, in 2024, I went to Sardinia, or Sardinia. Let me cross the road quick without dying. But yeah, so it was after I went to Sardinia that I realised, yeah, I'm going to do this. And why am I doing it? Well, the desire to be bilingual. I would love to be bilingual, to be able to just immerse yourself in another culture and really be able to connect with people on a proper level. Ooh, some guy's reversing. So yeah, the desire to be bilingual. I've been watching a lot of videos on polyglots recently, people that can speak multiple languages, and I find it fascinating. I find it insane. I think it's such a cool skill. So I'm not a particularly intellectual or academic person, so I'm not going to aim too high. I just want to learn one language, and Italian really struck out to me because it's obviously very nice on the ears, and it's a beautiful country in terms of the nature. They obviously have amazing beaches. It's a cool culture. You know, Italians are very passionate and very patriotic, and I like that, you know. So I thought, yeah, I'm going to go for that. I also recently acquired my Swiss nationality. My grandma is from Lausanne originally, which is a French region in Switzerland. However, they do have Italian regions, obviously. Switzerland has 4 languages, and Italian is one of them. So I thought, potentially, I can put my Italian to use and go and, you know, explore my roots a little bit by living in the country that my grandma was from. But anyway, enough about me. How am I doing it? Well, firstly, I'm doing the classic route of Duolingo.
Sono molto romantico. Fuck you. Romantiche.
Duolingo, is it useful? That's the question. Well, I'm currently sitting on a 464-day streak. And how's my Italian? My Italian non è buono, ma non è niente male. Let me say a few sentences just to show that I can actually say something. Allora, perché voglio andare in Italia? Perché mi piace la cultura, il tempo, il cibo. Il cibo italiano è fantastico. See, off the top of my head, like off the cuff, it's not great. I have a decent vocabulary, but yeah, it needs a lot of work. One thing that I have started doing recently is I downloaded Tandem, which is an application that allows you to talk to natives who are learning your language while you try and learn theirs. So I've been kind of talking to a bunch of Italians casually while they practice their English. So it's kind of nice because you're helping someone while they help you as well. So you're doing a good thing for someone else. And I think that's a lot more realistic because you're having, you know, general conversation that you would have day to day, not just random things out of a textbook or random things on an application like Duolingo. Not slating Duolingo completely, because it's easy learning and it's important that you enjoy it, because that's how you continue, right?
Esco sempre con il mio gatto. Too good, mate. Too good.
But ultimately it's pretty random. I don't think that the structure of it is that beneficial to actually really remembering stuff and being able to just, you know, speak, as you can tell from me trying to say a few sentences just then. Other than that, I do a bit more, I guess you could say, traditional studying. So one thing I like to do is I've got a little textbook and I will create random scenarios in there. So just write down random scenarios and I get the vocab I need to write the scenarios down from Google Translate, I'll be honest. And then what I'll do is, after I've written the scenario, I will close the book and try and say it out loud, so try and memorize it. So an example of that could be if you are in the airport. Okay, so let's pretend that, I don't know, I'm the passport checker in an airport. Ciao signore, posso avere il tuo passaporto? Sì signore, ecco qua. Oh, grazie. E qual è lo scopo del tuo viaggio? Sono qui in vacanza. Oh, bello, buon viaggio. So that was obviously pretty basic, and there's obviously going to be a lot more of that in person, but something like that I've now been able to just memorize and just say like off the cuff is inevitably going to be useful. You know, you're definitely going to have a situation like that. So that's a method that I do now and then that is kind of working for me. And other than that, one thing I do is I watch YouTube videos in Italian, watch Netflix in Italian now and then, and listen to Italian music now and then. But that's not something that I do that often, and when I do it as well, it's more like casual learning, you know. I'm not probably as focused as I am with the other methods, and I'm not really understanding like 80% of what I'm hearing or looking at. So I think it's good to just get yourself immersed with the language and just get used to hearing it. You know, you make small connections here and there, but yeah, obviously it's probably not the most beneficial. So one program that I've been watching is Subura on Netflix, which is a like crime gang drama, I guess you could say, based in Rome. And that's quite good because the accent you'll hear from Rome will be different to the like typical accent that you'll get from, I don't know, people speaking on Duolingo or North Italian, which is more like, you know, traditional Italian that you would hear in a learning video. The same way in like England, how, you know, if someone's learning English, it's not going to sound like a Scouser.
With chips on the side. Well, I'm not a stingy. Oh, well, inflate.
So that's kind of good because you hear a different way of people saying a word. And then, yeah, the final thing, the main thing that I'm going to do, or that I have just done, is I've enrolled myself in an intensive course, because ultimately the only way to actually truly learn a language is to go there and face it, you know, head on. So I have enrolled myself in la scuola di Leonardo da Vinci a Milano questo maggio. I will be there in May this year for a 2-week course, and that's why I wanted to make this video, because now that I've done that, I'm kind of like thinking to myself like, oh shit, you know, it's real, it's getting real. So I've really got to step up the Italian and yeah, prepare myself so that I make the most of the opportunity. And then after that, my plan is to hopefully either stay in Italy and find any job there, just so that I can have a chance to learn the language, or if that doesn't work out, then I will take up my Swiss option and see if I can go work in an Italian region in Switzerland. But yeah, that's it. Tutto è questo. No, questo è tutto. Fuck, I don't know. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Stick along if you want to hear more and see more how I get along in my Italian journey. Until next time, a presto.